Hello, this is your host Ankita, and today we have Gopesh Mittal, the co founder of Alpha Quark, and today he'll enlighten us on how financial advisors can kickstart positive word of mouth referrals.
Thank you, Ankita. I'm excited to discuss this topic because word of mouth referrals can be one of the most effective ways to grow a financial advisory business.
So, why are word of mouth referrals so crucial for financial advisors? What do you think?
Word of mouth referrals are very powerful because they come in with an inbuilt trust. When a satisfied client refers you to their family and friends, it is like a personal endorsement. Research after research shows very clearly that people are much more likely to trust recommendations from someone they know over any other form of advertising. So the leads you generate are much higher quality and ultimately lead to new clients who are likely to stay and be loyal to you for a long period.
True, true. How can financial advisors create a culture that encourage referrals? What do you think? What is your say on it?
So, I think first of all, we need to take a step back. We need to deeply understand and analyze who your target customer is. And the way you can segment it is that there are some financial advisors who want to cultivate a clientele which is more top of the pyramid. Think of HNIs and ultra HNIs. And then there are advisors who want to play with higher volumes, thereby targeting more medium to bottom of the pyramid. Now, if you're targeting top of the pyramid customers, HNIs, you have to start with providing exceptional service and going above and beyond for these clients. And when these clients feel valued and appreciated, they are more likely to share their positive experiences. Actually, the journey of getting this client onboarding actually starts with talking about and understanding their deep needs and also helping them understand that you see that as a relationship which goes beyond just financial interactions, but also how both you and your client can help each other businesses grow. Now, the bottom of the pyramid dynamics is very different, right? So, what matters is your performance, your incentives, and how easy it is to share reference. So, we'll talk more about it. We'll go into deeper into each of this. But
Mhm.
here, for these customers, advisors should actively encourage referrals, and they should make it easy for these clients to provide your reference to others, providing referral cards or links which they can share with their friends and families. So I think the story needs to be tied together, thinking about which kind of customer are you trying to cultivate for your advisory business.
Okay, speaking about that, to start with, when do you think is the right time to ask for the referral?
See, timing is everything, right? So if you're going after top of the pyramid customers, the first step is to set the expectation at the time of onboarding clients itself. So you can be upfront with them that, hey, even more than the immediate financial goals, what you would really appreciate is getting a positive word when you have delivered superior service and met their expectations, right? And then the best time to ask for referrals is once you have delivered what you have committed to them, right? So, for example, if there has been a great quarter and the person recognizes and acknowledges the value you have added, this is a perfect moment to remind them that, hey, you would really appreciate if they can put a positive word for you, right? Now, similarly, for the other segment where you're playing the volumes game, at that point also think about what are the moments when you deliver value to them, right? So for example, let's say if you are sending out periodic reports to them at a certain frequency, along with each of the reports probably you can add a referral link which they can very easily copy paste and share with their friends and family, right? When at these moments clients are likely to feel satisfied and much more willing to recommend your services to others. And there could also be some incentives involved. Incentives could be incentives for the customers,
This
incentives.
was about to be my next question. What kind of incentives can we offer? Yeah.
Great, great. Yeah, so perfect. Dovetailing to the next question, right? So, um, So you're right. I think incentives come in different shape and forms. It could be pure discounts on future services. There could be gift cards. It could be a small token of appreciation, and just be sure to communicate this clearly, right? And it sets the right expectations, and it adds value to the referral experience for your clients. And the incentives can be two-sided. So it could be the person who is providing reference who gets the benefit, but at the same time their friends and family can also get the referral discount. And that is how the incentives can be woven and can be used as something like a motivation for your clients to share word of mouth.
True, true. You think client success stories can generate referrals?
Oh, that's a great idea. Sharing client stories can be a powerful marketing tool, right? So, advisors can create case studies, get testimonials to highlight how they have positively impacted their clients' financial lives. It could also be softer elements around how great listener you were, right? How you made sure that you were tailoring your advice to the client's unique needs, right? And once you have such client success stories, these can be shared on social media, it can be part of a newsletter, even your website, right? And the good thing about this is that once a few clients of yours start sharing their stories, it also encourages more of your clients to share their own experiences, right? And I'm sure these days other companies you would have seen like Wealth, etc., have done this beautifully, right? So go ahead, for people who have done well, create a story, share it on social media, get their permission. Of course, this needs to be with their consent, and you're bound to reach different networks.
Yeah. So this brings us to the topic of networking. What is your say on it?
See, I think fundamentally, advisory business has two key components. One is definitely giving the right advice, but the second part of it, which is equally important, is marketing and distribution. And networking is very critical, especially when it comes to marketing and distribution, right? So, I will strongly encourage advisors to engage in community events with local businesses, industry gatherings. So, a couple of months back, there was Global Financial Forum in Mumbai, and in Bangalore there was a certified financial planner event, right? And these events are particularly beneficial because you get to build relationships with other professionals, not just people who are into financial advisory, but people like accountants, attorneys, real estate agents, and all of this can create a referral network that benefits all the parties involved in a win-win manner, right? Now, folks can also look at this as collaboration opportunities, right? So,
Mhm.
an advisor may have a spike in certain asset classes or certain geography areas. And then you can look for advisors who can have complementary skills. So, for example, you might have great experience in Indian equities, right? And you might find advisors who have created networks focusing on NRIs. And if you guys can collaborate, it could be a win win possibility, right? So as you go to these networks, these gatherings, uh, feel free to talk about what your spikes are and also try to gauge and probe around where can you find complementary skill sets. Lastly, I would like to mention something about the mindset, right? So all these networking events have a very small probability of something working out in your favor, something like the roll of a dice. So when you are chasing opportunities with such low probability, you have to adopt the mindset of spreading the net, right? And that's how
Mhm.
you optimize your luck. So each of these connections is a low probability event. So the best way to maximize the expected value is by spreading a wide net and continuously doing it day in and day out. Widen the funnel to capture larger audiences, and that is how you get sufficient referrals, which leads to a flourishing business.
Okay, for that, the advisors need to have that kind of relationship with the clients. How do you think we should encourage building this kind of relationship?
See, relationship building is a long term exercise. It needs delivering value, and that is very obvious. But there's a bit of process also inherent in it. So you have to be very regular and follow up at a regular frequency. This could mean sending personalized emails, sending newsletters, even handwritten notes to tell them that, hey, you're top of mind for me and that I care about you. You have to check in periodically, right? It has to be a two-way conversation. Understand how clients are doing, what are their current objectives, what are the kind of support services that they're looking for, right? And all of this is essential for them and you to have a good relationship, which in turn makes them more likely to refer you. Another angle is that it is also important to stay in touch with your clients who might have left your service. Always be available to help and think of them as an alumni who can spread positivity about your work. Right? By maintaining these relationships, you can create a network of advocates who may refer new clients or even come back when they need your services again.
Mm-hmm. Correct. So I think our audience query regarding networking, regarding referrals, it's all will be clear by now. So we will take a few audience questions. Are you up for it? Okay.
Please go ahead.
Okay. So the first question that I've got is what should advisors do if they don't feel comfortable about asking clients for referrals? This is a very genuine question. Every advisor, the other has come up with this one, has faced these kind of things in their life. So,
Yeah, yeah. No, that is a very real concern, and it happens more with certain individuals. Um, I would say that think about again which customer segment you are targeting. If you understand what matters to that audience segment, you would be able to approach it in the right manner. So, for example, if you are onboarding an HNI client, these discussions should be very upfront, and you should set your expectations very clearly, wherein that relationship is about a win-win for both of you and for you to grow in your business. Some positive referral, some testimonial would always be appreciated. And as you deliver value, and when they acknowledge the value you have added, that is a perfect moment to drop in a gentle reminder that, hey, you would really appreciate a word of mouth. And this is how most of the business people support each other. And on the other end of the spectrum, if your client base is more oriented towards high volumes, they're understanding that incentives matter a lot to them, and you can create incentives which benefit not only the referrer but also the person who gets the referral, and making the process very easy. Of course, besides delivering performance, that could take care of some of the awkwardness in this equation.
mhm. Okay. So how do the advisors track their reference once they're given? This was the next question from our audience.
Understood. Understood. So there are many CRM tools to help you track referrals. And the other way is you can ask your new clients which you onboard how they heard about you during the onboarding process.
Yeah,
And this would help you gather valuable data and also help you understand what technique, what referral methods is working best for you. So this would help you in keeping and measuring how all this is progressing.
correct. So that's all. So before we close, any final tips for our financial advisors looking to enhance their referral strategies?
Yeah, so focus on building relationships. That is very important. Delivering performance is important. And network with fellow advisors, people in similar allied industries, and consistently communicate with your clients. And the expectation communication is a bi-direction street, right? So encourage feedback, be proactive in asking for referrals when the timing feels right.
Okay, okay. So thank you, Gopish, and it was so great having you here. And thanks for sharing these valuable strategies on kickstarting positive word of mouth referrals for our advisors.
Thanks for having me, Ankita. It has been great discussing this very important aspect of clients' relationships. And let me also thank the audience for being part of today's discussions. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to comment below or send us an email using the address found in the description. We are here to help and look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.